Sometimes walking away has nothing to do with weakness and everything to do with strength. We walk away not because we want others to realize our worth and value, but because we finally realize our own. Robert II. The other day, an article came to my attention published on May 20th from Medium.com. It's entitled, "Men Are Learning How to Share Society, and They're Throwing Tantrums Along the Way." It was written by a person named Roger Greenberg. I was going to ignore it until I realized Roger Greenberg appears to be a pen name and a sock puppet. You see, the article appears to be written by a woman. In fact, I showed it to a few people, some of which have medical and psychology backgrounds, and they all agree that the article was indeed penned by a woman using the name Roger Greenberg as a sock puppet. With that in mind, let's dig in. Men are struggling to accept that women are their equals, not their social subordinates. Women are rejecting the role that was assigned to them for way too long in every civilized and not civilized culture around the planet. Women are demanding equal pay. Women are speaking, yelling, and pointing fingers at their abusers instead of remaining in silence. Union makes strength, and together, women refuse to stay home to raise children, to clean, to cook, to have to be pretty. Well, I agree. Men are struggling to accept that women are their equals. This is because, most of the time, they're not. Generally speaking, women aren't as physically capable or as intelligent as men. Don't believe me? Ask yourself which gender is responsible for the majority of our society's major inventions. If women were equal to men, why do they need lower standards to compete with men? Why is every feminist organization funded through either corporate or government welfare? Why is it that they cannot survive without donations? If feminists were truly equal to men, they wouldn't need handouts or to discriminate against men through false allegation witch hunts. Even worse, feminism itself tells the world women aren't equal. How does feminism do this? Well, that's easy to explain. Feminism passed affirmative action laws that force employers to hire women using lowered standards. This is because if women had to meet the male standard, they would remain unemployed. An Australian trial from 2017 proved that. An article discussing this in more detail is included in the description below. Further, not a single Western society gives men more legal rights than women. Not a single one. No one is concerned about women accusing men of abuse. Men are concerned about the rise of women falsely accusing men of abuse. The reality is that women are threatened by men, not the other way around. With that said, let's get back to this sock puppets rant, shall we? I stumbled upon something that not only called my attention but scared the hell out of me. A male movement that very secretively is spreading around the world. The movement is called MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way. They declare to be just men tired of female tyranny and gather to stand up against marriage. They see this institution as the way for women to take advantage of men. Well, this is technically true. More and more men are avoiding commitment, cohabitation, and marriage. This is because smart men are starting to learn that feminism destroyed the social contract between men and women. This is because feminism created an epidemic of false allegations of rape, sexual assault, and domestic violence. That, when combined with the feminist-saturated divorce courts, are destroying men's lives daily all over the Western world. Further, feminism's sex liberation movement created a promiscuity culture that dropped the cost of sex through the floor. Men can now hire prostitutes and sugar babies, hook up with women online through dating sites and apps, and find willing female sexual partners almost anywhere. Feminism's promiscuity culture turned every woman into a slut if you catch her on the right day. So, Sock Puppet Girl is right. Thanks to feminism, marriage has become an institution for women to take advantage of men by destroying men's lives through divorce rape. Then she goes on to state, I am truly concerned that this movement is growing at the same rate women around the world are accomplishing new goals and a better quality of life, if not faster. Let me translate this from bullshit to English. Feminism told women they don't need no man, yet they need his money. That's why feminist organizations cannot survive without corporate or government welfare. Further, it's also why feminist-saturated family courts steal men's money and other assets so they can give them to women. It's also why the hashtag #MeToo movement targets rich men with false allegations so they can take their money with civil suits. If these feminists truly cared about abuse victims, they would be working to jail those accused of abuse rather than just steal their money. So if feminists don't need no man, why are feminists really concerned? Well, that's also easy. Men who walk away from women are no longer available to be women's ATMs. Men who avoid relationships with a woman are a lot harder to divorce, rape, and falsely accuse of domestic violence and sexual assault. Without free money and welfare-financed false allegations, the entire feminist lie falls apart. MGTOW men have realized that no marriage goes unpunished and that the best way to win a rigged game is to not play. What's funny is that feminism, for over 100 years, has advocated for the destruction of marriage and the family. They successfully destroyed the social contract between men and women. But now that men have realized that commitment, cohabitation, and marriage to a woman carries a greater risk than a reward, feminists are losing their minds. In fact, they're so desperate that they're now creating sock puppet accounts to ghostwrite articles shaming men for being smart enough to walk away. If you've enjoyed this video, found it educational or insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, both on YouTube and on Bitchute.com. And don't forget to hit the bell so that hopefully you'll be notified when I upload new content. However, the best way to ensure you don't miss any of my content is to periodically check my channel. You can also follow me at misandrytoday.com, gab.ai, minds.com, as well as support my work through Patreon. And please, don't forget to check out my sponsor, The Dollhouse. And in case I'm targeted by YouTube, I mirror all my content on Bitchute.com. All the links are in the description. I'm DDJ, and this has been your dose of Misandry Today.